Welcome on this tutorial. Wish all you are well. In this tutorial, I am going to discuss about how to use interrupt in AVR type of microcontroller. Here I will discuss how a buzzer can be made on or off by using any external interrupt. I will here use Atmega 328P. Here I will discuss a little about interrupt, what are the different registers are there and how to initialize those registers for using interrupt for buzzer operation. I will use Microchip Studio and Simul IDE. Entering into the discussion, please subscribe and support me. It will encourage me to upload more and more important tutorials. Before entering into programming part, I am explaining a little bit about what is interrupt, how interrupt occurs, what happens when interrupt occurs, what are the different registers related with interrupt, etc. and etc. What is an interrupt? Interrupt is an external or internal event that interrupts the microcontroller to inform it means microcontroller, that a device needs its service. So interrupt is external as well as internal event. Means externally the interrupt can be given to the microcontroller, or internally it also can be generated. What happened when interrupt occurs? When interrupt occurs, whatever might be externally or internally, microcontroller finishes the instruction it was executing, then it enters into interrupt service routine and completes execution of all codes written into interrupt service routine. Interrupt service routine is a subprogram that is related with the interrupt only. After execution of all the codes inside interrupt service routine, it returns to the place where it was interrupted. There are so many interrupts in different types of microcontroller. Here I will ultimately use Atmega 328P. There is a AVR group of microcontroller. So see here, numbers of interrupts are there. 2 are external interrupt and all others are interrupt generated internally by using different operation. This external interrupt, its number is 0 and external interrupt 1. It is defined as int0 underscore vect and int1 underscore vect. In this program, I will use interrupt 0 to operate a buzzer which is connected at port D pin number 6 of Atmega 328P. Which pin is connected with this interrupt 0. This is the mapping of Atmega 328P on Arduino board. See here, this is int0, this is int1. I will use here external interrupt 0 which is connected at port D pin number 2. In Arduino it is connected at digital pin number 2. I will use the buzzer as an output here and I will connect buzzer at pin number 6 at port D. In Arduino board it is at digital pin number 6. In simulation I am showing here digital pin number 2 at Arduino board where interrupt is connected. A switch has been connected. When the switch will be pressed, a logic low signal will arrive at digital pin number 2 that will act as an interrupt into the microcontroller. When this interrupt will come, a buzzer will make sound. The buzzer is connected at port D pin number 6. At Arduino board it is digital pin number 6. See here, a buzzer is connected. This is the buzzer. Here I am using external interrupt 0. To work on external interrupt, 3 registers are related. First one is external interrupt mask register, EIMSK. Next one is external interrupt control register A, EICRA, and next one is external interrupt flag register EIFR. This is the structure of external interrupt mask register. There is a 8-bit register. Here D0 is having the interrupt 0 and D1 is having interrupt 1. As I am using external interrupt 0, this D0 pin should be set logic 1. So normally for this operation, value of EIMSK will be 0x01. The next register is external interrupt control register A, EICRA. This register is used to define what will be the nature of interrupt signal. Different types of signal might be considered as interrupt. Say low level. When a signal will be low for a particular duration, then this signal will act as an interrupt. Next one, any logic change means this type of signal. When there will be a change of logic 1 to logic 0, then this might be considered as interrupt, or when there will be a logic 0 signal to logic 1, then that might be considered as an interrupt. Next, only single on means if the signal has changed from high to low, then this might be considered as interrupt, and this is called falling edge. And opposite might happen means when there will be a change of signal from low to high, this might act as an interrupt, and this is called rising edge. Which one we will use in this case, that should be defined in this external interrupt control register A. This 2-bit D0 and D1, this will be used for interrupt 0, and D2 and D3 will be used for interrupt 1. ISC00, ISC01, this is interrupt sense control bit 0 for interrupt 0. This is interrupt sense control bit 1 for interrupt 0. So what will be the value of these two? That depends on which type of interrupt signal we will use. For the case of low level, it's 00. For the case of any type of logic means falling edge, rising edge, we will set these two as 01. For falling edge, we will use 10. For rising edge, we will use 11. In this program, I am using low level signal. So this 2-bit D0 and D1, I will set it as 00. No need to bother about this because I am using interrupt 0. So the value of EICRA will be 0x00. This is external interrupt flag register. This D0 bit is for interrupt 0. This D1 is for interrupt 1. This gives the status when the interrupt will occur. For accessing any port, we need to set 3 registers. Means every port, 3 registers are related. First one is DDR, this is data direction register. Next one is port register. Next one is pin register. DDR register is used to set a particular port whether it is output or input. If that port is output, then the register or corresponding pin of this register should set as logic 1, and for the case of input, corresponding bit of this register should reset as 0. If the port is defined as output port, then this port register is used to define the value of that, whether it is 0 or 1. But if the port is the input port, then this port register is used to activate or deactivate pull-up register. This pin register is used to take the data from the port when the port is used as input port. What are the steps for programming? Here our motto of the program is to operate a buzzer by using interrupt 0 of ATmega 328P. What are the steps? We need to initialize the buzzer pin. buzzer is connected at pin number 6 of port D. Next we need to initialize interrupt pin. The interrupt pin is connected at pin number 2 of port D, and this will be used as the input pin. Then we need to initialize the external hardware interrupt register EIMSK and EICRA. I have already explained the function of these two. Next we need to enable the global interrupt. Next, in the main program we will write programming part to turn off the buzzer, and in the interrupt service routine we will write the code to turn on the buzzer. Now entering into the coding part. First, initialization of buzzer pin. Buzzer pin is connected at pin number 6 of port D at Atmega 328P. So we need to set pin configuration of DDR register, DDR-D, as well as port D register. Buzzer is acting as an output here, so the corresponding bit, that is D6, should be set as logic 1. To set the D6 bit only means to keep all other bits in unchanged condition, I have used the shifting operator here. Now in this case I may write 1 left shift 6. This will provide D6 logic 1. Means here D, D, R, D or is equal to 1 left shift by 6. It will set the D6 pin as logic 1 and all other bits will remain as it is. Now here, instead of using DDR-D or is equal to 1 left shift by 6 bit, I have used buzzer underscore DDR-D underscore register or is equal to 1 left shift buzzer underscore pin. Means I have used the general terms here. What is the general terms? I have defined it at the starting part of the programming. Say here, this DDR-T is defined as buzzer DDR register, port is defined as buzzer port register, buzzer pin is defined as 6. What is the advantage by using this one? See here, buzzer is connected at pin 6 and switch is connected at INT 0. Now if we somehow or sometime if we want to change the buzzer pin not in 6 number pin, buzzer pin to another pin, then we only need to change this terminology. No need to change internal part of the programming. Similarly, say I am using here Atmega 328P. Now if we want to use same program for the case of Atmega 32 or Atmega 16, in that case we need to change the terminology or we need to change the different registers as per that Atmega 16 or Atmega 13. No need to change the program inside. So this is the advantages of using the general term instead of using exact registers or exact pin number. So here by using this instruction, the pin number 6 of DDR-D is set as logic 1 to set buzzer pin as output. Now the initial value of the buzzer I set here as logic 0 to make the buzzer off condition. So for this case we need to set port D register pin number 6 as logic 0. This is the operation, shifting operation. By using this operation, port D pin number 6 is set as logic 0 to keep the buzzer initially at off state. Next, initialize the interrupt pin. Interrupt is connected with pin number 2 at port D. So corresponding DDR register, that is DDR-D, and pin number D2 will be set as logic 0 to identify that pin as input pin. And this instruction is used to set port D bit D2 as logic 1 to activate the pull-up register. This is initialization of interrupt pin. Next, initialization of EIMSK and EICRA. This is here initialization of interrupt registers. The default way is that first we have to disable all the interrupts, and the instruction is CLI. To disable all interrupt, the instruction is CLI, and to enable all interrupt, the instruction is ACI. This CLI and ACI, we do not need to write the program of this function. It is already written in the header file avr/interrupt.h. So first we will disable interrupts globally. Next we need to set the EIMSK register. D0 bit of EIMSK register is for interrupt 0, so we need to set this bit as logic 1, and that is set by using this instruction. For EICRA register, last 2 bit 0 and bit 1, these 2 bit will be set as logic 0 both. Now to set the logic 0 both, I have used this instruction with shifting operation. And at last we enable the interrupts globally by using set interrupt function. So this is initialization of interrupt register. Enable global interrupt I have explained. Next, in main program, turn off buzzer, and in interrupt service routine, turn on the buzzer. So 2 functions we need. One is to turn off the buzzer, one is to turn on the buzzer. To make the buzzer on or to make the buzzer off, which registers are needed? We need port D register. Buzzer is connected at pin number 6. So D6 will be logic 1 when we need to make the buzzer on condition, and D6 will be logic 0 when the buzzer will be in off condition. So this is done by this instruction. See, on is left shifted by buzzer pin, means this at pin number D6 it will set as logic 1. Here a NOT operation has been used, so when we want to make the buzzer off, a 0 will be placed at D6 position of port D. So this instruction is for making the buzzer on, and this instruction is for making buzzer off. In the interrupt service routine, I need to execute the buzzer on operation. See here, this is the interrupt service routine. The way to write the interrupt service routine is ISR inside the parenthesis int0 underscore vect. See, this is the vector name int0 underscore vect. Here I have written ISR interrupt underscore ISR underscore vect. What is this one? Interrupt underscore ISR underscore vect. See the define part. Say interrupt underscore ISR underscore vect is nothing but int0 underscore vect. So this is interrupt service routine, and inside this interrupt service routine I have used a function which will make the buzzer 1. Now all the functions I will use in the main function. What is here? First buzzer pin configuration, next interrupt switch pin configuration, then interrupt register configuration. After that a while loop is there. This will ultimately continue and will provide the output. What is inside there? Buzzer off, means buzzer will remain off condition. What will happen? When the switch will be pressed, means an interrupt will come, automatically the operation will go to the interrupt service routine. What is inside the interrupt service routine? It is buzzer 1, means buzzer will be 1. When this execution will over, it will again return back to the while loop. Again buzzer will off. If and when the switch will be again pressed, similarly the execution will enter into the interrupt service routine and the buzzer will make sound, and this will continue. Now running this program in simulation. Compiling this. See here, build succeeded. Now using simul ID, this is the connection. See, the switch is connected at digital pin number 2, means port D pin 2, and buzzer is connected at port D pin 6 in Arduino, which is the digital pin 6. Now loading the hex file and running the program. This is the switch position. I am pressing this switch. When I will press this switch, the buzzer should make sound. See? See? As long the switch is pressed means the signal is low. How the low signal is coming? See, another terminal of the switch is connected with ground. When switch is pressed, then the interrupt switch pin is getting a low signal. So as long the signal is low, then it is acting as a interrupt and the buzzer is making sound. So the program is working perfectly. In this discussion, I have discussed what is interrupt, what is the function of interrupt, what is interrupt service routine, how to write C code to use an interrupt, by using interrupt how to make buzzer on state or off state, how to create hex file and how to load into the Simul IDE to run it. In next tutorial, I will discuss more on AVR microcontroller. Please subscribe. Put your comments and queries in comment section.